Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are going to see backtracking algorithm using the n-queens problem. Let's go into the problem statement. The problem statement is n cross n chessboard is given with n queens, and our objective is to place these all n queens in the n cross n chessboard with satisfying these bounding conditions. That is only one queen to be placed in each row and only one queen to be placed in each column, and there should be not more than one queen which is placed in the diagonal in the n cross n chessboard. Now let us see some of the approaches through which this problem can be solved. So the first approach is nothing but finding all possible solutions using trial and error method, and it generally takes a very huge amount of time, so which is not practically possible. So the second approach is to place the queen such that only one queen per row. So then came the approach 3 to make the algorithm more efficient, that is by placing queens such that only one queen per column also. So then came the backtracking. This will avoid the diagonal attacks of the queens. So now let us see the backtracking. For example, let us take a 4 cross 4 chessboard and let's take 4 queens. So these 4 queens are to be placed in this 4 cross 4 chessboard. So let us first place the q1 in the first position. That is the first row, first column. So then there are probability of placing the q2 in either of 2 or 3 or fourth column of the second row, because it cannot be placed either in the same row or column of the q1. So let us place q2 in the second row, second column. But this is a wrong procedure because q2 is diagonal to the q1. So we should backtrack and we should just remove the q2. Now let us go back to the q1, and the other position where the q2 can be placed is in the third column of the second row. Now it satisfies the condition of not being in the same row or column or even in diagonal position. So, so now let us place the Q3. So Q3 can either be in the second or fourth column, but both of them are diagonal to the Q2. So we should again backtrack to Q2, and the Q2 also should be changed from the third column to the fourth column. So now we need to place the Q3. So it can be placed either in the second column or the third column of the third row. Let us place it in the second column of the third row. And now Q4, there is only one option, that is the third column of the fourth row, but it is diagonal to the Q3. So we need to backtrack to the Q3. And Q3 can also, it cannot be placed in the third column also. So we should again backtrack and remove Q3 and go to Q2. So from this we can also find that Q2 does not have any other places. So we are again backtracking to Q1 and then replacing its position to second column of the first row. Now the Q2 can be placed either, no, it can be placed only in the fourth column, because in the first and third column it is diagonal to the Q1. So it can be placed only in the fourth column of the second row. Now there are two positions where Q3 can be placed. It is either first or the third column. It cannot be placed in the third column because Q2 is diagonal to it. So we are placing it in the first column of the third row. Now the only position where the Q4 can be placed is at the third column of the fourth row. So we have got the solution. So it is one of the solution which satisfies all the three conditions. That is, none of the queen are in the same row, none of them are in the same column, and they are also not diagonally placed. So let us draw an array and let them name it. The indexes are the rows, and the elements which are to be placed inside the array are the number of the column in which the q1, q2, q3, and q4 are placed. So q1 is placed in the first row, second column. So q2 is placed in the fourth column of the second row, and q3 is placed in the first column of the third row, and q4 is placed in the third column of the fourth row. So to avoid the confusion, let's name it as 1, 2, 3, and 4 itself. And now in the first row, the second column q1, second row fourth column is q2, third row what first column is q3, and fourth row third column is q4. No, it is one of the solution we have found through the backtracking. So there is also another solution. So what I'm doing is from by mirroring this solution, we get the same solution such that it satisfies all the three conditions. So those values are 3, 1, 4, 2. So this problem has two solutions. So we are seeing the representation of those solutions here. These are the things I have already explained in the above slide. And finally we get the solution, that is 2 comma 4 comma 1 comma 3. So it is one of the solution we have got, and this is the state space tree which helps us to find the solution using the backtracking method. So how do we know there are whether how many number of nodes are present in this tree? So there is a formula for finding this, that is 1 plus summation of I equal to 0 to n minus 1, and inside that pi of j equal to 0 to I of n minus j. So here n is nothing but the n cross n chessboard size, and j is ranging from 0 to I. So for the above 4 cross 4 problem, the amount the number of nodes present in the tree are 1 plus 4 plus 4 into 3 plus 4 into 3 into 2 plus 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, that is equal to 65. So these so in this tree, there are two solutions which I have mentioned here. That is 2 comma 4 comma 1 comma 3 and 3 comma 1 comma 4 comma 2. And this is a more efficient way of using backtracking. Thank you.